when you embrace the term, and this is important, instead of having just one non-white, or the non-whites who are deciding whether or not you get thrown out of your school or fired from your job at the lever for your guillotine, when you embrace that you are a racist, when you say, very well, I am, when you say that, you put all of white society, average white society, at the guillotine. And you don't want to do that. They all have a sense of what it means to be a racist, what it means to be, what racism means. And when they hear somebody say that they are a racist, they hear everything that they have learned up to that point. They hear that someone hates, illogically hates, not just hates. Sometimes people in the white positive cause break this down further by saying, oh, hate is good, or something like this. Whatever. The average white person, and it's their sensibilities we have to appeal to, is that the average white person hears that you hate illogically, that you're unhinged, that you want to murder, that you want to harm. That's what they hear when they hear you say, embrace the term racist and racism. There's no long-term game there. We need these masses, these scores of millions, to come. Their sensibilities, not what the anti-whites might think, not what the non-white anti-whites or just general non-whites might think. It's the sensibilities of these scores of millions of white people. And that is the only place where we can find power. A lot of people talk now in recent months about power, and that's what matters. Well, unless you have a printing press that spits out dollars and some way to defend yourself, you're not going to find any power, economic power. And unless you have Martians land and give you military power that's superior to everything on planet Earth, you're not going to have any military power. There's only one other place it can come from, and that is the body of our people. How do you know that power resides in those many scores of millions? Well, you know, because the anti-white elites continue to appeal to them. They continue to make their arguments to them. They continue to manipulate what they think. They continue to care about their opinions. They wouldn't give a damn about them, about those scores of millions. They would just do whatever they wanted if that wasn't an insurmountable power against which they were opposed. The power that we need resides in the body of our people. If the anti-white elites didn't care about them, or they weren't powerful, or they didn't represent this force that was greater than themselves, they wouldn't continue to propagandize them. They would just say, hey, we're going to go to war against Iran tomorrow. Too bad what you think about it. They would just say, hey, there really is no law anymore. We're not going to pretend that there's a law anymore. So we're just going to apply it. We're just going to punish people that we don't like, ideas that we don't like, individuals that challenge us, and we are just going to let our friends off the hook. They would just say that instead of this giant charade. The giant charade is because of the power that this body represents.